They all start.
Yeah, my son's,
Way younger than you think.
There's
yeah.
one.
Nope. Switches around.
Okay, here.
I
can't count this morning.
just said, because I said to the radio.
There's some sad news.
Good morning, how are you?
Good.
I didn't recognize you, Kurt, without your Hawaiian shirt on. Throwing me off. Throwing me off. I'll eat her.
Hey, that shirts. I wear them all the time.
How's everything with you, man? No, don't. Last time I saw him.
Oh, yeah.
Scoot over? Yeah.
You got the original.
Yeah, I've got the original. It's just colored.
I think the Redskins high school, they used to play at the high school.
I know that Linda and John both work in town.
I haven't seen Dave or Todd in a lot of years. I haven't seen Tom in a long time.
All right, it's 10 o'clock. We're going to call our meeting to order. Please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Madam Clerk, may I have the roll call, please?
Certainly. Mike Cunningham.
Here.
Kurt Schultz.
Here.
Jennifer Eden. Here. Herman Ferguson.
Here.
David Walker and Zach Tucker are absent. Pam Mockler. Here.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
Been motioned and supported to approve the agenda as presented. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to public remarks. Anybody have any public comment? Go ahead.
Can we hold it a minute? You don't have it on Zoom anyway?
No.
Jeanette Wapana, Fuller Drive. That's actually my first question, if you can answer it. Why is this not on Zoom? For people to attend? The public?
Because we're going to do away with Zoom. We're
You're
going to
do away
discuss
with Zoom?
at the next meeting. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
But what about today? How do people know about this meeting?
Because we posted and we emailed it.
Where did you
Like we
post
do.
it?
We posted it on our website.
No, it's not on the website.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so that's my, so first of all, there's no Zoom. There's no way for people to get their public comment in or even attend the meeting. That means it's also not recorded, correct? There's no
It is
device.
being
That's not-
recorded.
that's
Being
not correct.
recorded
It
right
is,
now.
oh, okay, it's
So,
being live streamed.
excuse me.
Being live streamed.
This is public comment.
Okay.
Go on with the public comment,
Okay.
please.
So I'm also wondering if it's live streamed to YouTube as you do all of the meetings. I guess I'm not gonna get my answers, so I'll just state the questions. Just to reiterate, it's not on Zoom. Apparently, we're doing away with Zoom. That'll be talked about at the next township board meeting, according to Mr. Cunningham, but none of us knew about that. So people cannot make comments today or ask questions for the record. Also, it is not on it's not on the township's website. I've been looking, it's not there.
Time out. Scott, you can record, but would you please sit down?
Yeah.
Thank you. Carry on.
Okay, so it's not on the township's website, and that's kind of concerning because you guys always list your meetings there, and it's not there. I know that you did send out an email to your subscribers. I don't know how many subscribers you have, but it's not that, it can't be the whole township. And I would think in the effort for transparency, it would be really great to have had this on the township's website. I understand you're not going to answer my questions, but I'd sure like to know why it's not listed there. And I've been told by 2 board members and other employees of the township that they are watching us on Facebook anyway, so everybody knows that this is a concern. Also, I'd like to know, so you guys are gonna look at this agreement and vote on it, but we haven't seen it, so we can't even comment on it. And that's concerning. That usually would be at least in a packet or at least handed out to the people here. I see that we can see the first page of it, but that hardly gave us enough time to take a look at it and see if we have any public comment. So I understand the procedure now will be, you'll say thank you for your comment, then you'll bring this up, which is the item, and you'll all vote on it, then you'll ask for public comment again, but it doesn't matter because you've already voted on it. So I think this is a really poor job of transparency. If you want to be transparent with the public, I say put the information out there and please let us know what's going on. And it could easily have been on the website, on your website. We are no longer using Zoom. We will not be recording this meeting, etc. Instead, what it comes off across to us is like it's being done a little shady. In my view, I'm just saying how the impression of it. And again, I wish you would answer the questions, but I understand that you don't want to. So, thank you.
Anyone else?
I just want to say something. I'm glad we're at this point. Now it's time to become a community. We work together. I mean, it's just, I know there's been a lot of said in the past. There's been a lot of issues we've been fighting over. A lot of people up in arms over certain things. And the biggest thing is, transparency and communication. That's the biggest thing we need to go forward in the township. That's all we're screaming about. And I did look, and she is right. It's nothing on the page. And the contract probably should have went out there for people to read. But I'm glad you guys are at this point. So I'm hoping we'll all work together and we can start getting some more community involvement. Because I think the last involvement the Historical Society had was great. It brings us all together. So I think we just put the past behind us. We all go forward and maybe we can make it a better place to live. I think everybody wants that. So other than that, just try harder to get us a little bit more information. I know it's what you have to do. Maybe push a little bit more and do a little bit more compared to what we used to do. Give us a little bit more leeway, information ahead of time, a little bit more sooner, and a little more transparency. That's all. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Anyone else? All right, moving forward to new business, item number 1. What we have is a financial agreement with the Historical Society to cover the cost of relocating the Historical Township house to our property. I appreciate everybody being here. I know this is in between our usual meetings, but time sensitive, so we can get this project done. So we wanted to go ahead and at least bring it to the board for discussion and possible approval. Anybody have any questions on the board or comment about it? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay, being none, I'll entertain a motion.
Support.
It's been motioned and supported to approve the financial agreement with the Historical Society to move the Old Town House. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. We have no more new business. We have no miscellaneous business. Last call for public remark.
This is not on the agenda. All right. Last meeting, you guys approved the parking lot. I didn't see no drawings, all I know. Can I ask a question about how many lights, how many trees, how many parking spots we're getting?
So basically what we're doing is we're repaving the parking lot. We're taking the tree islands
Just this
out.
part, okay.
Taking the tree islands out. I think we're getting 2 spots additional on each side. And pushing the light standards back.
Okay. Now, can we have those trees that the cost of moving them is probably about the same as removing. Is we can move them. They have tree space bigger than move them. So we maybe slide them back a little bit. You know, the ones that, I understand they gotta focus. Maple trees do push the blacktop, but we could probably save the trees for the same price. You can ask the company that's doing it, you know, if they could. I'm not saying put them over here by the building. Maybe just push them back away from the parking lot in between the ponds. I know you said you didn't want to, but they're nice trees. But other than that, I'd like to challenge everybody and everybody out there in public. I'm going to make my donation today. I offered a $100 donation as a citizen to the Historical Society towards this project last year, I think, within the last year. So we'll be making my $100 donation now, and I challenge the public out there, come on guys, they need your help. We got the money to move the building, let's get it repaired. But I am making my $100 donation today. And I challenge all of our residents, let's become a community, let's get this community looking good and bring everybody together. And let's try to get the future much better than the past. All right?
Thanks.
Guys.
Anyone else?
Yes. Scott? You know this? Jeanette Lopez, Tyrone Township. Again, I'm just gonna point out, you didn't even read through the contract, none of us know what it says, we haven't seen it. So, I did zoom into one area, and just so those people that are watching, please know that number E says Tyrone Township retains the right to decline to relocate the historical Tyrone Township Hall for any reason it deems appropriate. That's one of them. There's other things in there that I was looking at that were of concern, but again, none of us were given a copy of the contract. You guys didn't read it out loud. I'm hoping you all read it. And I just think in order for transparency, what would have been wrong to have taken that time to go through each item, or at least pointed out, or at least read what was in there or handed out a copy of the contract would have been, in my eyes, the right thing to do. Now, if anybody says this is only Historical Society money and people donating, that's not really true, because when you look at it, this is involving the Tyrone Township engineer. He gets paid out of our tax money, etc. So this does involve us financially. I hope that this townhouse gets moved. I don't, and I'm going to donate money also, but my thing is I want to donate it once the building is here, because I have little confidence that it's going to get moved because of what I'm seeing in this contract. There's several loopholes in my eyes. I'm not a lawyer, but again, it sure would have been nice if you had given us a copy and if you had allowed us to see this beforehand so that we could make public comment. And it should have been on the website so that people could see it.
Can I ask you a question? Are you part of the Historical Society?
Yes, I know. Mhm.
We had a meeting on Monday with the historical board
Who had a
members.
meeting?
We did.
The board?
No, 3 of us,
Okay, I didn't know about it, but anyway.
because it was with the board members.
Okay.
We went through this line by line with the historical board,
Okay,
and it was agreed upon by both parties. So you know, so you're informed.
okay,
The board members all got a copy of this, and they have read it through completely.
okay.
So we did do our due diligence. We don't do reading it step by step at the board table.
So.
If it wasn't on that, let me speak.
Okay.
If it wasn't on the website, we apologize. That was not our intent. I had thought that Terry put it on there. I did not look. Like any other board meeting, she put it on there. If she forgot or it didn't get done, I apologize for that. But just so you know, we did do our due diligence, read through it with the historical board, line by line.
May I ask then why have a public meeting if you've already signed this? Signed it?
It wasn't signed by Mike. It has to be approved by the board before he can sign it.
Which is a public meeting with public information. Okay, so that's where I'm just saying, in fairness and in transparency, it would have been a wonderful thing for us to see this so that we can make an informed and educated comment at the first comments.
Right. When you came in today, did you go to the clerk's office and ask to see this material?
No, I didn't.
Okay. You could have.
I did not know that I could do that. Again, Jennifer, I'm asking, why is it so hard to have the information here? So,
It was our intent to have that.
that you,
It was not our intent. It was sent out in the email. Typically, it's sent out in the email blast and put on the website at the same time. If she got busy, she had tons of, what are those? Passports that she was doing. So I apologize if she sent out the email blast and did not get it on the website, but it was not our intent not to have that information.
okay, and for the record, I'm not blaming Terry for this, and I never even brought up her name, okay?
I understand. I'm just telling you, it was not our intent not to have this published.
Okay.
We
So-
went through it line by line and
All right, I brought it up at the first comment. Could easily, someone could have run out and made copies and let us see it. That's all I'm saying. Thank you.
Anyone else? Being there's none, I'll go ahead and entertain the motion to adjourn. Been motion and supported to adjourn our meeting. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries.
Have a great day. Well, no.
You'll see on YouTube later.
That's why I'm saying, I'm not arguing about this. Communication is big. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna follow this girl. See you later.
Yeah, I'm working hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice, did that show, it was a really nice 1960 El Camino. Black.
I thought it's what do you want to do a frame off. I know. I don't know. 60 El Camino, I'm like, I want to keep it, you know.
Does that fit on this frame?
I think it's a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The long, maybe the long, it would,
But they did like this early. If I did go 60, they put it on the hour frame, and then later when it was 64, you know, put it on a smaller frame, for just the shit out. Yeah, so they ran that for a while. I just want to keep it. Anyone, and now that's with a 735 horse
Why don't you just rebuild the top here?
That's
At least on that.
That's not my part. But he is like really into this stuff.
Yeah, that, you might not find that same person to buy the nice.
We're talking about powered by digital bags.
If you go all the way through, you're gonna have a better chance of selling that. Once you start getting off,
My one was
Pawn Stars,
He was over there.
57. They were like, oh my God. Experts.